Alright, Assalamualaikum. Have a good evening everyone. Hari ini kita kembali lagi dalam segmen Inilah Ceritaku. Tapi sebab hari ini kita akan kita akan buat segmen kita in full English in respect to our guest. So make sure tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang sedang menonton, if you guys want to know more about our guest today, please do stay tuned. We are having one guest that is special. Let's hear more of his experience and story in regards to his involvement in the financial instrument trading. But before that, of course, make sure if you guys are tuning in right now to subscribe to our channel CTC FM YouTube, because we do provide content that is involving financial instrument trading. Basically, we have education, analysis, fundamental news, technical with our instructors with a lot of experience in the industry, as well as a lot of interviews so that you guys can gain some inspiration from the experiences of these guests. Or some of them could lead you guys to a proper planning for your career, for your trading career in the financial instrument trading especially. And if you guys are on TikTok, do follow our TikTok channel as well. We currently upload daily for our contents, a clip from previous podcasts as a, like a short inspiration for you guys daily. And click that like button, as well as share it to your friends, share it to your family, so that we can share more of our story with a lot of people out there and gain more inspiration. And if you guys are wondering where are you guys going to get our latest jersey as well, we have CTC FM 2023 jersey kit, which is available for purchase right now from the link in the description below. So if you guys wanted to check out other type of jersey as well, we have designs from previous year also available for order. Do check it out from the link in the description below. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our guest, good looking guy today, who came all the way to our studio here in Sejangkang. Of course, Mr. Azeez Trader.
Yeah,
how are you doing, friend?
I'm doing fine.
Are you nervous? You seem nervous though.
No. I'm very cool. I'm very chill.
You're very chill. Okay.
Yeah.
How was the journey coming all the way here to our studio?
For me, the journey was quite fun, and I kind of see a lot of new things around this side, like the marks I told you just now. It was quite fun to see something different. Coming from KL to here, I kind of feel like it's a fun experience, and I would love to do it again, basically.
All right, so yeah. I have a lot of questions for you, basically. But before that, before we go any further, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself briefly.
Okay.
Your name, where do you come from, and any other details that you can share.
Sure. Hi everyone. First, I would like to say thanks to CTC for having me here. I really appreciate you guys for giving me this opportunity. For the viewers, my name is Azeez. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a trader. I've been trading Forex financial market for about 4 years now. So at first, actually, I start with crypto, but after some few years with some crypto issue, I start to branch into financial trading, and mostly now focusing on trading and part-time, maybe crypto also. So for me, trading is quite fun, especially for Forex. I feel the manipulation is not as terrible like maybe crypto or maybe some other financial market. So for me, Forex is I feel it's something I want to do for even as long as I can compared to other markets.
Great to hear that, actually, because there's a lot of uncertainties, especially in our industry. People were thinking like, how long can I stay in this industry, right? But hearing right from you, I think we have some inspiration that we can take from that.
Sure.
Right, so Azeez, how long have you been actually in Malaysia?
For now, I think I've been in Malaysia for 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
So, are you still you can speak in Malay?
Oh, sikit.
Of course, sikit. So,
Yeah.
before you came to Malaysia, where do you come from, and what kind of job do you do previously?
For me, before I came to Malaysia, I was actually like more of like a entrepreneur in Nigeria. So I do things like meeting people to close some kind of business deal, because my father is actually into so-called land sales, and he's a mechanic. He also do some car business sales like that. So doing that, I usually help him with business, like meeting people and meeting some kind of so-called mini governor or politicians in Nigeria to do some business deal before I came to Malaysia. So I actually came to Malaysia was it's just like something like to come and have fun. Yeah, it's not really.
Oh,
yeah, for me.
Alright, so I have to ask. When you started to work with your father, how old were you actually?
Then I think I'm still around like 15, 16, very young. Yeah, I just go.
You didn't finish school, or you do it while doing
Yeah,
school?
we definitely I do while going to school because it's like during weekend when I'm free I'll join him in his workshop because he has a workshop and the reason why he was able to get more into land and all those kind of things is because of the location where he was his workshop is considered a bit more middle class. So they is able to connect with the people that bring car. So when they talk, then he's able to say, okay, I know these other guy that bring car. So if they want to sell a land or a house, then he can connect the guy with the other guy. And from his own kind of connection also, because my father also has some relatives in police. So if there's some issue, they can help with that. Also, this is how he slowly built his own profile then.
I think that's pure businessman. Pure businessman. Great networking.
Networking very important.
I guess you take a lot from him.
Yeah. Till now, I'm still taking from it. Never enough. Never enough.
He's still doing businesses.
Yeah. Now he's like considered a town chief back in my hometown now because now he left. Then was in Lagos because I grew up in Lagos. Then his workshop is in Lagos. So after I think doing like 4 or 5 years ago, so he just fully migrated to my hometown. So everything he do is just now in hometown, trying to build the economy there, connecting with people. So he's just doing his own thing there also. Almost the same thing actually.
I think that's such an inspiration to actually hear that even after all this year, he's still doing what he loves most.
Yeah.
I see. And do you have any siblings?
I do have a brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so I only have one brother, just me and my brother.
So your brother is working with your father? Or?
Yeah, he's still with my parents. So maybe soon he might join me here also. So I hope so soon.
All right. So that's basically the background story. How before your life before moving to Malaysia and before eventually joining financial market here in Malaysia, all the operations here in Malaysia. So just now you mentioned that when the first time you came to Malaysia, it's not for work. It's for leisure. So can you tell us in detail what actually happened?
Sure. So I have a friend now. He's in Dubai.
Okay.
So he actually was here. So he came to Malaysia. For him is for traveling and to explore new country. So then I was also traveling to some African country. Then I went to Kenya. Then I was in Tanzania. So during those time, I always chit chat with him. So there was just one day that we were chit chatting. There was like, oh bro, you should come here. It's nice. It's this. Then I feel, oh, I think I'm getting tired of this place. Maybe I should come and visit you there. Then I need to go back to Nigeria to like prepare my visa and all. Then I came here. Then I was like, wow, this place is quite nice, quite unexpected because when we come from Africa, our expectation of Malaysia is totally different from. It is.
So I would like, of course, to hear that. What was your first impression of this country actually?
I think then Malaysian to local, especially Nigerians, is more like a place where you go and usually it's not more of like working or business or this kind of thing. It's more like you go to meet usually our perspective is like a Muslim country and it's not something that we feel that there's other race like Chinese, Indian, like there's a lot of foreigners also in this country. You don't have that kind of perspective at first when you're coming. It's when you come in, you live here for a while, then you start to see that kind of trend going in and out. Now you start to learn that there's a lot of other things in this country that is just outside of just looking at it like a Muslim country or this kind of thing. Yeah. So for me, it was like quite shocking. There's a lot of fun also to go on the beach.
So what are the fun parts that you actually experience, especially when you first came to Malaysia?
Yeah, actually, for my friends then, we're all quite young then, so they all like, we just go out, go chill, come back, and all those kind of fun.
I see.
Yeah,
Malaysia, we have all sort of fun.
yeah,
Because we have different nationality,
Yeah.
different races in Malaysia, so
Yeah.
it's usually catered to a lot of viewer audience
Yeah.
on what the things that we do here,
Yeah.
especially. So after that, what makes you decide to stay here? I mean, of course, the first intention is for leisure,
Yeah.
just to experience. And then what are the epiphany that hit you back then that makes you, I'm gonna stay here?
I think the one thing that make me really want to stay in Malaysia then was like, I think the convenience to be able to play football. That's one thing for me first. Yeah.
Okay, football.
Yeah,
right?
because when I my plan was to come here to have fun, and it's not like Nigeria is like I cannot go back and do my thing. But then in Nigeria, when I want to play football and all, it's quite challenging because the distance and all those kind of thing that you get. But when I come here, I just need to grab my shoes and just maybe book a grab or follow a friend. We can go have fun playing a very nice football field and go back home, sleep and rest and continue with the day and go to school, because then I was a student also. So the convenience of being able to do all those things and do other things is like, I want to access the internet, I want to do this, or talk to people outside of the country, or research for something. So the convenience for me was something that really hooked me. Like, I can get to do more here rather than me being in Nigeria. I might be able to do also, but it might cost me more time. And I feel like there's some kind of efficiency here that I can stay here and get to do more. Yeah. So for me, that's one thing. The fact that I can do everything efficiently was very cool for me, and I like it. Then I just stay.
Even the living cost is not that high, right?
Yeah. It's quite. I would say the living cost is quite cost effective. It's like you're getting what you pay for. When you pay for the rent, you get the kind of service you get. You know, you can do everything conveniently. Then you don't feel the cost is expensive. I never feel Malaysian cost is expensive. I always tell people, like, to me, Malaysian cost is worth it. No matter where you go in the whole world, you cannot get the low cost you are getting in Malaysia like you will get it. Even in my own country, it's quite premium to get things there. So if you can get it conveniently, yeah, it's not expensive. You just, if you cannot afford, then we understand that, but don't think it's expensive, because you are getting something and the reward is coming in addition with what you are paying for.
Yes.
So to me, it's not expensive.
The purchasing power is actually here available for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's not especially for the basic, right, foods and those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually available to even people with the lowest income.
Yeah.
So that's actually make me don't want to leave Malaysia. But with your stories, it actually reminds me not to take things for granted, especially when you think about playing football, because I've been playing football since I was a kid.
Oh, nice.
My whole childhood, I just need to grab shoes and I grab my ball and just go play at the field in front of my house. There's no problem with it, right? So I think I should not take that for granted.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's like, it's something you can do even you're 50, you're 60, no matter what age. You can get to like keep having that fun, and you shouldn't take it. It's not doing anybody. It's doing more of good to you than bad. Then why not just do it right? It's like, I feel for me, for football, it's like just go, just go. I try to find the time, just go.
So in Malaysia, do you have a club?
Yeah.
You play in the league?
I play a league. I actually play for KDH. I don't know if it's a Korean club that was being set up in Malaysia. They are quite big now also. So I think they were there maybe, I think 4 or 5 years ago. So they are now like growing more. I like having some places in Sarawak. They're having some places in especially Mont Kiara there. I don't know if you know Mont Kiara. So they have football fields. So the one I train with is in Ampang. So I train, then on weekend I play football match and just chill out.
I'm glad that you like it to play here over here. The weather is
beautiful.
also good, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so for the next part, of course, this is like our pride for Malaysian, we always ask this to our foreign friend, especially.
Okay.
What is your best food here in Malaysia? What is your comfort food here in Malaysia?
For me, I would say my most convenient food is actually Chinese food, and also some Malay food, especially when it's in hotel. Most of the best food I've tried in Malaysia are usually in hotel food, especially when I go for breakfast. I actually like hotel breakfast. It's like one of the best thing you can eat because you can get to choose.
They covered all of
You get the buffet service. So the most Malay
food, Malay food.
You get everything. Even the most Malay food, the nicest one I've tried is on buffet. You get it like full package there. You can choose this and choose that and try this and a lot of things there.
Okay, what one dish specifically that is your favorite? Malaysia based. Doesn't matter if it's Chinese or Malay.
One I tried that I liked the most is actually was in I think it was in, I forgot the hotel name, but the nasi lemak was great. It was great, man. It was great. I cannot forget the nasi lemak.
Let's hang out. I bring you to the best nasi lemak spot in Malaysia.
I can't wait. I would love to.
Of course, in Malaysia we have a lot of food, and it's great to see to hear that when our friends who came from other country like our food as well.
Yeah.
So we have some sort of a friendly banter with our neighbour as well, Indonesia.
Yeah, I like some Indonesian food also.
Yeah.
I tried Indomie bowl. I tried there's this Indonesia food is very nice in forget the place name. I just go drive there and just eat. It's quite nice also there. A lot of Indonesian food you can try is like just tip top like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 9 years here in Malaysia, I think you already established your living spaces and everything.
Yeah.
So, can I ask what is the hardest aspect for you to actually get used to here in Malaysia? The lifestyle here in Malaysia that you find it a little bit hard to get used to.
For me now, I would say maybe at first it was the understanding of the people was a bit hard because from where I'm coming from, we have our own way of living and a way of doing things that is very different from Malaysia. And I would say throughout the whole time, I've learned to adapt with it. So because I try to learn more about the people, learn more about the different cultures. So for me, I would say now I don't really see any negativity within the country, but maybe if I talk to some of my other foreigner friends, they try to bring like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. But for me now, I'll say so far 9 years, I feel everything is great. There's so many opportunities here. There's so many things you can use this country to achieve, and you can appreciate the country in return. Don't try to see negativity here, negativity there. It's not good for you. Also, you try to see the positivity in everything you do and where you are, and you try to adapt. There's law you need to abide to. There's people you need to be able to work with, not try to see how they work and feel it's not your way. There's always going to be a way as long as you lay your own terms and the other person lay their terms and you find a common ground. So for me, I would say now no more. Maybe before at first when I first come in, maybe the barrier of language and this and that, I may feel that
Accent as well.
yeah, a lot of other things that I might feel like is a disadvantage, but with time I try to learn and adapt to that, and I still want to learn more. I still want to learn the language also so I can communicate more with the people and do more with the people, because without that then you cannot break the bridge in talking like well with the people basically.
I guess even for us Malaysian, we wanted to branch out as well, so we wanted to learn other people's culture as well. So especially with the opportunity of you coming here, it's also a good bridge for us to the outside world, of course.
I like it, man. I like to help as much as I can.
Right. For 9 years as well, have you been moving from one place to place, or do you live at one place only?
During the 9 years, I actually go to like, let's say, small countries like maybe nearby. I went to Cambodia before, so I just spent a few time there. During this time also, I've been going back to my country to visit my parents. I actually came back like not long, I think a year ago, around this time, September, I just came back from my country also. So I try to visit home and visit my family throughout these 9 years or so. So it's just from the time I've been inside the country for the first time till now is 9 years. So during that time I've been visiting and traveling to other states and exploring the whole Malaysia and Langkawi, Johor, Penang. And
So you visited all the states, or you haven't?
I visit most of the states.
Most of the states.
And
Which states you haven't been to yet?
there was this place my friend sent me recently. I think Karangan. They say it looks like it'd be like a very cool place in Malaysia. He just sent to me that we should go.
Thailand or
It's called Keraman. Or let me try.
Keramat? Is it Keramat in KL?
I don't know. I forgot the name. He just sent me to like go with him there like that. So I haven't went there. But there are some few places I haven't been to. Like there are some places like they said it's a cool area. I don't have a purpose yet to go there, but I would like to like visit the whole states in Malaysia to see the whole Malaysia. But I've been to most of the places in Malaysia actually. Like I've been to Terengganu, I've been to Penang.
The East Coast.
Yeah, I've been to those sides also. I've been to Kelantan. Yeah.
Okay, then which place do you think in Malaysia is your favorite one that you visited previously?
For me, I like Penang.
Oh, sorry.
Penang was nice. The one that was very shocking for me is Terengganu.
Oh, because?
That was like very different from how I expected. It's like very, very calm. And the weather there is quite cooling, and you just feel like this is different from what I hear on news about Terengganu and all. But the place is quite fun also to be.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that also. Terengganu was nice.
Terengganu and Penang.
Yeah,
Okay.
Terengganu, Penang, Johor I go a lot. Yeah.
Oh, you go to Johor a lot for?
Yeah, because my wife is like from Johor, so
I see.
family stuff. Every time we go Johor, like yeah.
Alright. I think I also would love to hear what is your favorite celebration here in Malaysia so far.
I think Hari Raya, then Chinese New Year. Those two is like
The top ones.
you cannot miss that. It's like the most, yeah. And the Diwali also, because some of my friends for the Diwali, they also like very active. We go together and have fun. Yeah. So I have some Indian friends also that are quite active in Malaysia also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So basically that's the part where I ask Azeez a lot of his preferences here in Malaysia. Since he's already been here for 9 years. We're glad to hear that you're enjoying your stay here in Malaysia.
Yeah.
But let's move on to your career as you venture into financial instrument trading. As you mentioned before, you started with crypto.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it?
Yeah, sure. So for crypto, I started first was like investing, like buying some coin and keeping. And some of my friends actually, like the one I said is in Dubai, is quite is quite big in crypto. And one of the reasons why he migrated back to Dubai was because of all this crypto. So when I first started, I actually did just simple investing, like buying and keeping. Then I started to learn about the trading part, like what am I buying, what am I selling. And because for crypto you need to really understand about the project. Why is the project existing, what's the perspective of the investors, where is it going, and all those kind of things. You need to really go more in detail, not like the financial currency. You just basically know this economy and that economy, and
Because it's country based, right?
yeah, it's country based. So for crypto is more detail. You really need to read about the project itself before you start to put your money in, or else
The
you
white
just
paper, the roadmap.
yeah, roadmap is very important. And also you need to also understand when the project is coming in and what stage it is, because if you don't know that, then you won't know what stage you are getting in and when is the best part to get in or get out also. Because for crypto is not, for me, crypto is not very stable yet, so you cannot expect too much time in the market to stay too much. You have to be able to get in and get out as soon as you can. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so that was the first approach towards crypto. Then I started to get into crypto mining. So mining graphics card and trying to mine Ethereum. So I got into a miner then also. I actually create a lot of YouTube channel on this miner, M2 Pro miner. So
Okay.
I was mining M2 Pro, mining Ethereum, I was mining Bitcoin, mining MXC, the main coin for the M2 Pro miner. So I was also mining there's this Dash. So I mined like few coins, small coin. I was even mining some coin with just some small laptop just to mine. So I was doing that then. Then I started also like while I was doing that, I have to now understand the chart part because the project part is one part, but now you need to understand the chart part, which is the technical analysis part, which is trying to know what is this, what is that, what is the lot, what's the numbers, and all those kind of things. So I start to now go online, watch YouTube video to learn about
Technical
the
analysis.
technical analysis. So this is where I now start getting more into the trading. So there was one guy actually, he was making a lot from the trading part. This is where it got me very interested. The guy is like those.
And you personally know him or is it
Oh,
from YouTube?
It's from YouTube.
Oh, from YouTube,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, it's from YouTube. I saw he was making millions of dollars from
Okay.
on crypto also. So, and there was other few guys, they were doing this crypto trading, crypto scalping. So they scalp crypto, then they make a lot like 250 and all. So I was like, oh,
Because crypto is very volatile.
Yeah.
You can become a millionaire.
yeah,
in a
the
day.
trading of crypto is even more profitable than the investing of it.
Yeah.
That's the fun part about crypto is like if you if we say for even for Bitcoin, when you are investing in it, you also need to understand the chart part, the technical analysis part, and how the people that are investing in it, how they are reacting. You also need to know about the technical part, or else you won't really know when to get in and when to get
Yes.
out. You won't see some chart pattern that is telling you it's really time to get out. You get what I'm trying
Yes.
to. Yeah. So trading is like something that most people, especially even for any investor, need to have this basic knowledge about, because when you don't have that, you just get into market, buy and sell, or maybe someone tell you to buy, or even you are receiving a signal, you don't have the basic knowledge to see that, oh, this thing, I think it can make me money, but it might also lose me money. I'm seeing some chart pattern here that is telling me that this thing is rejecting. There's some engulfing candle that I can see that it might even go, or maybe you see some chart pattern that is letting you know that, oh, I think you need to get out, and you're still staying, or maybe the person you're getting signal from is still telling you to buy. But when you don't have this basic knowledge, you just don't have anything to rely on, which is not good. As we traders, you need to be able to rely on your own technical analysis, which goes with your experience. Because if you don't have that, then you just here and there, you don't even know what is going on. We know all these financial markets is very fast paced.
Yes.
And if you yourself, the thing is just going too fast and you don't even understand which phase you are or anything, what you're doing, then you just start to lose money, and you start to get into emotional trading and other things that the market have to offer you to lose your money. Yeah.
I think starting from crypto is going to be like a very good basic, I think.
Yeah.
Because as we all know, crypto market is very volatile.
Yeah,
It's way faster than even stock market and currency market.
Yeah,
So if you already are into crypto and you understand how it works, then it's easier as you transition into currency
yeah.
and stock market.
Yeah, because for crypto is very fast, and you don't feel it quickly give you the result you're looking for. So if you are a bad trader, you quickly lose your money, and if you are good or okay, you quickly get your result. It's like a 5-minute exam compared to a 3 day exam like that. So that's one key difference I see in crypto that is very different from Forex. For Forex, if you're trading major pairs, you can stay like some of my trade might take like 3 days before I TP. So it depends on what market. All these things you need to know. If you don't know, then you will just be there just wasting your time and losing the money basically.
You got into crypto before you moved into Malaysia or after you moved to Malaysia?
Oh, actually, everything was here.
everything after you moved to Malaysia.
Yeah, after I moved to Malaysia, then I start to now look for ways to make money. Then this is where I start to learn all those things. Yeah,
So did you didn't had the chance during the first crypto boom in 2000?
uh,
2016, I think.
yeah.
You got the opportunity during the first crypto
Yeah,
boom.
I do. Some of my friends, like the one in Dubai, they actually get me to buy some. Then we just make a bid and just. But for him, he was like even more influential. Even till now, he's still like investing in new project. And in Dubai, there's a lot of people that you meet and you can even create your own
Yes.
project and all those kind of things. So him is really very big in crypto trading.
I think right now is very good time to get into crypto as well, because
Yeah.
the dust has settled,
Yeah.
all the hype train is already over, and then this is when we can see the real projects that are promising.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
attached to Web3
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So
And the metaverse also.
Yeah.
A lot of things is like they are still coming back, but the ones that are more fake cannot stand the correction basically. So once they cannot stand the correction, they will leave and close that. It's just like a legit business that has a good business model,
Yes.
that has good employees and all this good investor and backing. They won't be able to stand tough time like COVID. So the good ones that is able to do that, eventually they will pull back and even make more, because then during COVID, for example, they are able to see the difference, the downside of their business, the things that is limiting them, or how to be prepared for things like this again. So it's just like that in this crypto project. There was like when the crypto boom was coming in, there was a lot of people just creating new projects, shitty coins.
shit coins everywhere.
Yeah.
Even until today.
Yeah,
but we
but
can see it miles away.
Yeah.
We can see that this is like a pump and dump project.
yeah. So after the crypto correction now, then they all close down. They cannot survive the storm. But the ones that are really there to do good to people and really create a very credible project, they will survive the storm, and later on, by now, they will be seizing more opportunities and be able to be prepared for any other storm. And once you can do that in different market situations, they will still be profitable and be relevant. So that's very good in investing basically.
Yes, crypto is like the future for stock market. I think
Yeah.
it kind of carry the similar concept where you're looking for a company and you're looking at the company and the project.
Yeah.
So then they build trust and then you can invest on it. But with crypto, it's easier, right? You
Yeah.
don't have to like have an account, a profile that attached to the broker or something.
Yeah. It's like the future for stock markets.
Yes,
The
exactly.
future. It's like this is where we are going, because for crypto with the blockchain, you're able to integrate many things that can prove as a credibility in the market that is not provided in stock market. Like you see in stock market, you can see they are doing different kind of manipulation or trying to do different thing within the company to make sure that the stock is pumping and dumping, all those kind of thing. But in crypto, there's many ways to eliminate that. So it's like the future of business and future of companies trading and company investing. So it's a good way. It's just there's a lot of way also to do it in a bad way. So once the bad ones get out, now the good ones can stay and really do what they want to do and achieve. Well, any good things also will take time. So it's just like what they are going through now, it won't last for very long. At soon time they will start to now achieve the progress they want to achieve. Even some of the projects I feel are credible, I'm still following them now silently and just watching and reading and just seeing when is the best time to get in again, because that is very important. Once you start to see some reaction that things are going to start to work, and I believe in this project, I'm now seeing that, this project now, they are gaining some kind of license, they are gaining some kind of attraction that we need, and the kind of people that need to now start to support the project are doing that now, then that possesses a new opportunity to get in and start accumulating the coin and whichever thing you can accumulate to profit on the new impulse basically.
So for crypto, you basically you hold the coins, right? You don't just trade. Because right now there are CFD trading for crypto as well, where you don't actually hold the coins.
Yeah.
But you physically hold the coins.
I do both.
You do both.
Yeah,
Okay.
because before I like I said, I do the mining, I do the investing in project, and I also do the trading. So since I'm now full-time trading and I know more about technical analysis, then I trade some, like let's say some into Ethereum. Sometimes if I see the reaction of Bitcoin, I'll trade them. And if it's some shitty coin, I can hold them and just keep them somewhere. And I feel, oh, this one is going crazy,
Okay.
then I just
So,
throw it.
what is your stand for shitcoin projects like pump and dump projects? Do you actually dab a little bit on the
Yeah, then I did.
if you have the opportunity, right?
Yeah, yeah. Even now, maybe I would do, but I wouldn't really like
You don't
care
rely
more.
on it, right?
Yeah, you cannot care more on it because it's more like you're just trying your luck. It's like gambling, like and
like
you
a
have,
lottery or
yeah,
something like
and you have to diversify also. You cannot do one because there's one the chances of losing your money is high, so you have to do like 100 and just put like maybe $100 on, then see which one will
At
10x,
this point,
100x.
it feels more of a like lottery
It
for
is.
the shitcoin.
It is. It is.
The last project I heard about BALD. Have you heard about that?
No, no.
40,000 times in one day. That's crazy. The
Yeah,
guy made
yeah.
1 million from $6,000. I think.
Wow,
Kinda
it's only
crazy.
crypto you can get that kind of
Yeah,
number.
lottery basically in one day. And it got delisted the same day it was listed.
Wow.
Crypto, man.
Yeah, that's crypto for you.
Right, so what's your favorite project as well for crypto?
So far my favorite project is still Bitcoin. I still rely on
definitely.
Bitcoin because Bitcoin is like we are still waiting for it to gain some new attraction, and we not just that, Ethereum also is very good. And for me, any project I feel that they have real life activity that even me myself can understand the business but perspective and how they can provide value for the company in itself for the future, especially companies that has been big now, how you can provide value for those companies. Then I feel those are the really good project that you can really invest in. Even if you are not investing in it, you're not putting your money, you need to follow the project, like reading the news, like keep updates with the project. That is where you know what stage they are and how you can seize your opportunity when the time comes. Because even if you know a good project and you're not following through with it, you're not keeping track of anything, you're not trying to know when is the right time I can seize opportunity with it, you will miss the time because it's a very fast-paced industry. And sometimes it's just maybe there's just one licensing that this project need to get to really boom or to really work with a real life company. Like let's say there's some project that they eventually will work with Toyota or Honda or real company that are really doing things like changing people's life. If they can close that kind of deal, they will really do a lot of things. And those ones can help them with the project or whichever things they are having problem with. So you need to follow through even if you are not putting your money. It's very important that you do that because that gives you a lot of knowledge about the project and what are the things they are achieving on a daily basis or at least weekly or monthly basis. Then you yourself, you don't need to wait for some YouTube news or anything.
Pretty much too late, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's already come in
it's too
YouTube.
late. And even on YouTube, when they are telling you about the things there, then they sometimes might be exaggerating what they
Yeah.
are saying or how they are saying it.
To float the sales as well.
Yeah, the sales. So if you have been following the project, even anything you don't understand, you go read about it and try to gain more knowledge. Then with whatever the person say, you can feel I think this is not correct. I think I know what I'm saying. Then that gives you more better hedge in the market because knowledge is very important in this financial market. If you don't know what you're doing or you don't understand it, your chances of losing money is 1,000%, not even 100 anymore. It's 1,000% because even knowing everything that is going on in the market and understanding everything, if you don't know how to do it correctly, you're still going to lose because so what you I understand this, I understand that, you still have the part whereby you are not controlling the activity itself. It's different in a stock. Maybe you are part of the shareholder, you are part of the decision maker, then at least you are part of the people that are giving direction on how the company is going to eliminate their objectives. But this most of the investment online is very different. You are not part of the shareholders, You're not part of the people eliminating the objective.
Yes.
So your chances of failing is already very high. So you have to do as much as you can do, make as many research you can make, know as much as you can, so that you can be sure of what you know and join the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't do that, then you are already gone, right?
Even sometimes there are projects that sounds convincing, but actually hiding behind a facade that is very misleading.
Yeah.
Like we've heard before, Safe Moon,
Yeah.
Terra Luna.
A lot.
On surface, it looks like a very stable company
Yeah,
with this kind of funding they got,
Yeah.
but turns out it's totally different from what it seems to be.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna need the extra research as
Yeah.
you get into it as well.
You need that. And one thing that different, I understand that differentiate a real investment, people that make real money from investment and people that make that lose a lot from investment, is the control part. Because from my own experience so far in the market, I understand that people like Warren Buffett making a lot of billions in the market, the things that make them most of the money in their own industry is not just because they are investing in it. They quote unquote investing, but that's not the real part. They're actually in the business, controlling the decision, and they are part of the daily activity. They know what is going on. It's different from you just investing in something online and reading and doing all this. You still don't know what is going on behind the scene.
Not that you say that.
It's very key, because we are just investing in something, but the true activity going on, we still don't know. Is the information they give us that we are making decision on, which is it's not very reliable. It's different from, when Buffett is investing in something, everything is down to earth. They are seeing the key manager talking to the board they are part of the board of directors, making the decision on where's the new direction, what's the future direction, what's the previous direction. They have all this information laid out, then they invest. It's different from us. We are getting information from third party that might be filtered or manipulated.
Public information that we can access.
That even the people giving the information, we know they might not be very credible enough, or they don't even really know what is going on within the company. They're also being given the information, and before it reach to us, it's already been filtered. So you really need to be careful with it.
I think we're already at that phase where probably that there are media that probably being controlled by this major holder, right? Of course, it's not the case if it's like 5 years back, 7 years back. But after the second boom during COVID, there's gonna be the possibility. Of course, we're hearing this conspiracy about BlackRock acquiring a lot of the cryptocurrency market as well. So a lot of research needs to be done. You just have to be careful as we get into these projects. So, of course, I have to ask you, what was like your biggest gain, biggest profit from any of the crypto projects, if you can share it with us?
For me, my biggest actually, I would say in 6-figure.
In 6-figure?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was during the first crypto boom or the second one?
It was doing the second one.
During COVID, right?
Yeah, Ethereum. My friend actually was the one that gave me the blog then I started making...
I wish I was friend with you like that. Because I had this amount of money that I deposited to my wallet. And then my friend convinced me to get into XRP instead of Ethereum. So I was like,
Ethereum was so cool. My friend...
Later on, Ethereum went like 100 times, right?
Wow. It was like, I think, go to 50s. 50s, and later for the people that catch the first boom, they were able to catch like 100x like that. My friend was able to like accumulate a lot. My friend was able to make like about 7 figures. This one is just in Dubai now, just chilling.
The one in Dubai.
There were 2 of them actually in Malaysia. Now they are both in Dubai.
I see.
So
Dubai is where all the good things happening, right? Where all the projects can be.
Especially in crypto, because when you are Dubai and for me, the way I see Dubai in crypto and Forex in Malaysia is actually quite similar like that. Because for Forex in Malaysia, actually the Forex traders in Malaysia are well connected, even with the ones in UK and other countries. And there's a lot of opportunity here that you can get to do things compared to you are doing crypto in Dubai also, because there's a lot of crypto guys going there, so you can meet people and do anything you want to do very fast, because they have the people that is eliminating the day-to-day activity for them. So when you want to create a project, is like very auto like that. They can tell you, I know this guy, oh, we can do this. There's ideas to share, because it's about networking. When you are there, you network with the right people, and the people that is in your industry, everything just move very fast. So it's very good if you want to do crypto and you are someone that you want to create your own project, or you have some good idea, then you should be there. It's very important.
It's like how New York is for stock market. Dubai is for cryptocurrency.
Yeah. If you're serious about your business, you want to be where your guys are, where your kind of guys are, so that you can be relevant in your market. If you want to be solo, then you have to play your solo game. But if you know you don't want to be solo, you want to do something, or you have something to do in this industry, you have to go to where your own people are. So
Have you personally involved with any kind of projects?
yeah, I did one time. Yeah, we tried to this was with metaverse. We do the coin with the metaverse. Then it wasn't that great, but we make a bit of money. Then me and my few of friends that we do then just get out. It wasn't very long. I think the project lasted for about 6 to 8 months. Yeah, then we were able to manage. Then it was quite stressful, because we also need to do most of the thing ourselves. Like build the coin and build the project, and get the guys that want to help us to build some of the things, like control them, control the marketing part and some of the news part and all those kind of things. Like quite stressful in its own way. So we didn't eat a lot, but it was okay. Then we later shut down like that. Yeah.
Then it's still a good experience finally getting your hands on the project. While after all this while, you just have been on the side of as an investor, as a trader. So finally getting your hands on your own project definitely going to give you some real insight. into how the
It's
market works.
very important. It's very important that you get your hands dirty. Basically, that's how you know more. And when you know you get your hands dirty, you can share personal experience with someone, like, oh, I've done this before, I know, I understand how long it can take, I understand some part of the stress you can be facing. So that is when you can really talk in a very real way with someone, not like you haven't go through anything, you haven't tried it before. Then it's very hard to understand what the person is even going through in a general way like that. Yeah.
All right. As requested as well previously from our audience, we don't really have a person or instructors that is well versed in this subject matter. But since we have Azeez over here with a lot of experience in crypto, I have to ask Azeez. This is like a lot of people were asking me about this. Let's talk about NFT. You or did you not dip yourself into NFT during the boom of NFT last year?
I did make a few bucks on NFT. I think like 20K. I bought
20K, okay.
I bought some NFT. Actually,
Because you have a lot of Ethereum, right?
yeah. So it was quite, actually, for crypto, is like once you already engage in the market, it's very easy to go to the other thing and other
branches
things.
of
Yeah,
it.
because you have the coin. Then I actually keep a lot of Ethereum and BNB then, because they were quite needed. So anything you want to do, you can quickly use them and quickly flip them and just make quick bucks and just keep for the next thing you want to use them for. So for Ethereum, I bought like very expensive one, because the so-called expensive one, even if you keep it for like about a month, you can 2x or 3x your funds like that. It's very good. And
Can you share the name of your project? I will love.
yeah, I can share one. I can share one. The one that make me most is the Gravity.
The Gravity.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gravity.
Did it ever break like top 10 traded?
No, not really. Actually, it was just very cool project. I like the graphics also, and I see the reaction people are paying to it. The guy job is really very good. Gravity. Yeah, I bought some like 2K, then just keep, then just flip. So some I bought 2K, I'll sell for 3K, 2K or 4K. Sometimes 2K keep for quite long, can sell up to like 8K like that. Yeah, so
So
Gravity was
you
like,
never actually bought any of the top 10, top 20
no, no, no.
NFTs.
Those
Those
ones is
very
like,
overhyped.
those ones, I feel for you to be able to get those ones, you need to also know someone that is
Yeah.
like very influential. Like they are following the project and they know when it's going to be released at the lowest. Then you can quickly grab it, because crypto is more about also networking. If you don't really have good networking in the industry, or you don't really know much about the project, you cannot know when to get in, when to get out. Is because so what you are able to get it also, if you are not aware of when to get out, you'll just be holding the bag. And it's important that you are not holding the bag, because that is where you
Yes.
profit from. So it's really very important in crypto, knowing about the project. Yeah.
Right. I think yesterday or last 2 days there was a report published by one of the news outlets saying that majority of the NFTs today is basically worthless.
Definitely it's going to be like that.
Do you personally think there is a comeback for the NFT scene in general?
For me, actually NFT is like the perspective on NFT, the focus is really too much focus on art rather
yeah.
than what the
Project, yeah.
NFT itself stands for. Because we know that the Ethereum programming and all, and what it's being used for, can be used for many things like music and all those kind of things. You can use it to privatize your contract. You can use it to do a lot of things. But I think the focus on art itself is too much that it will really hurt the market, because even in daily art sales, you can see the same reaction, the same way people react to art, because we know that most of the arts that are sold the biggest, even the artists themselves, they actually have a lot of other arts that didn't sell so much, that they even sell up to 1% of their art. But it's just one of their hats that was able to boom and make the most of the sales to cover the rest of the hats that they have been having. So it's also almost the same with NFT. When you're selling art, the market of art itself is that it's like trying to buy your lottery ticket. You buy a lot of tickets, most of them won't make you money. Only that one, they make you become like, oh, I'm a good lottery player. So it's almost the same concept. If you are buying art, you need to understand the basics first. Oh, the basics of art is that I need to buy a lot, or I need to create a lot. Then I just need one to boom. One I can sell for 6 figures or 7 figures, and that will make me one of the greatest artists in the world. It's almost the same thing. The reason why NFT now is having all this issues is because it's too focused on just art and art.
Yes.
And we know there can be a lot of shitty art will be created.
Yeah.
Even a great artist himself can create some that won't look so great.
Yeah.
So I think if the focus shift from this art shift to different, like maybe music or something else, then that can give it a more longevity. Because imagine now all the music we listen on daily basis, like Michael Jackson music and all, they are based on NFT and all this kind of thing. They will have more credibility than art.
Yes.
Because music is something that people connect with for life. Even they pass down to their family, and
more complex.
yeah, it's more valuable than art. Yeah.
Plus, with the technology of NFT itself, we can retain the authenticity of the music itself.
Yeah.
So probably, I think we both can agree the possibility of NFT is bigger than how it has been treated in the past few years.
Yeah.
It was a great time during the boom, making money a little bit here and there. But let's move on from that and
we need to do something else.
innovate more with the technology and the platform.
Yeah. I think innovation in other industry and the way they are being NFT art part is being used, if it's being used in other industry and other markets, it will do more good rather than what he has done in
Yeah, I can think a lot of other usage of NFT that is gonna be more, but it's gonna be more beneficial towards the community, especially for our daily usage. Like we can use it for warrant, like for a report that we can define its authenticity based on the creator itself, right? So we'll see in like 2 to 3 years.
The guys are coming. They are coming.
They're coming, guys. They're coming. Definitely.
The guys are coming. I believe so. They are coming. Actually, it's just for me now. The market is just in correction. So when the market is in correction, it's a good time also to start seizing opportunity, because you don't want it to be impulsing and you feel like you are missing out. That is when the ones that have been going to chopped off, that is when they get in. But if you're a smart trader, you get in during your correction, you make sure that the market is correcting and the things are becoming more cheaper, then you seize good opportunity. Then when he impulse, you make your money. And you also want to know, when he impulse, is he trying to create a new high? Then that's how you know that, oh, I bought this coin for 5k and now I'm seeing 10x, and maybe the coin is still actually going 100x. So when you see the way he's reacting and when the project is, you can tell that, oh, I think there's still more to come. And maybe if you start to correct again, you know, oh, I think it's just correcting again. Soon later you go, and that's how you make most of the big bucks. But if you're not even following the project and you're just hearing from a friend when he's investing, it's too late, bro. It's too late. Like, why are you even doing that? Because you don't know where it's coming from, and everything you are getting now, maybe there was a previous information that was very key and you missed that. And maybe now the information has been edited or filtered or manipulated, then you think you know how, but actually you have missed a lot of important things. And that's how you lose your money. Actually, the money is just a result of what you are getting in.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a result. If you are getting into a good year, you know everything you're doing. Even you lose your money, you know why? Because you have been following this thing and you have been like engaging with this thing. Then it gives you more knowledge about what you're doing. You're not just getting in because someone say or some news say or your friends say.
Each on it, compared to if you easily get influenced by other sources as well.
The media and all this kind of thing. Because at some point I saw that during the crypto boom, there's even some news media carrying some coins.
Yeah.
This Shiba, make like thousands. I feel like holy fuck, this is happening. Too many parts. Yeah.
Too many parts. Number 4.
Yeah. Like, it's very funny. Like, during those times, you see some of your news, your local news, even carrying the news. Like, I think I saw one from, is he CBC or there was this UK news.
Major news outlet.
Yeah, in UK they published this Shiba in new news and how much he made. So I feel like, wow, this is too much. You guys not supposed to be doing this. Because when you get people investing in Shiba at this stage, most likely every one of them is going to be holding the bag, right? Because the guys that really make money from Shiba Inu is really when he correct. Even from Bitcoin, he's doing the correction. They're all like they saw the attention towards the coin and all. Then he actually impulsed for a while, then later start to correct before he hit again. So it's just like the one you asked me for the Ethereum, that did I get in at the first or the second? I said the second. Because doing the first is to confirm that really this market is going up. Then we were able to get in and get out also.
But for major coins, especially the top 10, top 20 in the market cap, there's basically value for you to hold on to the coins, right? I mean, looking at 1 to 2 years in the future.
Yeah, like BNB, Ethereum, they're still going to be relevant no matter what, because they are just the backbone. Even Bitcoin also. So
definitely Bitcoin, of course, the fundamental of cryptocurrency itself. Alright, so I have to ask you as well, especially in Malaysia, in the context of Malaysia, a lot of people are recently only getting into all this trading, financial instrument trading, financial market, looking for opportunities to generate income, side income. So there's a tendency of these people, they don't have basic knowledge of it. And of course, easily got trapped into scams, fraudulent projects, etc. So as the veteran player in the field, do you have any tips on avoiding these types of fraudulent projects?
For crypto or for Forex?
For crypto first.
Okay, for crypto, I would say if you don't even understand what has happened in the past, and you want to get in the project even now, then it's very dangerous because you don't even know what has happened and why this thing is reacting like this. It's better you get previous knowledge, see where it is, and look for where to get in, and even know where you might get out. Because most of the project now, what they are going through is they are trying to even sustain before the next boom come. And we don't know, the next boom may not be this year anymore, maybe next year, and even next year it may take till even ending of the year. So if the projects themselves, they don't have enough cash flow to sustain, and or they are not having even small investor coming in to be able to stay to the next boom or to the next attraction, then they are definitely going to fail. No matter even if they are a good project, because it doesn't mean it's a good project and it will last. No, it might be a good project, but if they are not able to manage themselves before the next boom or before the new attraction or before new retail investors start to come in and support the project, then they will also fall. So I wouldn't advise someone that is very new in the market to just go and invest. I would say go for knowledge first. Once you go for knowledge, especially if you want to invest in something, try to know more about it, try to engage in it, so that even if anything is going to happen or anything happens, you know why it happens, you know what you fail at, and once you want to react next, you know how to react better. Don't try to go for heavy coin or heavy this, heavy that. You are not.
This looks good. All right, let's get into it.
If you want to do that, there's other ways to do that. It's
Yeah.
like maybe you put out some cash aside and you're just throwing money. At least you know that, and that doesn't make you emotional because you now know what you are doing. Now I'm just throwing my money at different projects. Now I'm gambling. But the most retail or newbie, most of their mistake is that they are doing something and they are later blaming themselves for another thing. It's like they are not throwing money at different projects. They are investing aggressively on projects, and they are expecting it to pay return. Then when it doesn't pay as they expect, then they blame themselves. Because if you know what you're doing and you are comfortable with it and you are happy with it, it doesn't affect you.
Yes.
You don't feel emotional with it, and emotional is very important in trading or investing, because even if you are going to make money from a project, when you're too emotional or you're too connected, or you make yourself get emotional with the instrument or whatever you're trading, then you won't do your best, or you won't stay as long as much to make enough profit, or stay as long as much to be able to wait before the next boom comes in. So it's very important you know more about it first, and don't try to do many projects, or I want to do this in Forex or in crypto. Don't do too much, because you are not machine. Even machine have a limit you can
Yes.
put within them. Yeah, try to.
There's always risks,
Yeah.
and you have to be aware of it.
Yeah.
So, as a platform itself, CTC FM, we're here at CTC FM. Of course, we want to educate our audience, our viewers, our followers in regards to risk management.
Yeah.
In any kind of financial branches that you are getting into, Forex, cryptocurrency, stock, there's always risk that comes with it. So make sure you guys do your due diligence, your research before finally putting your capital, because your capital is at risk.
Yeah.
Alright, so we do have questions from our viewers asking, Azeez ni trader apa? So he's asking what you are trading right now. Okay, so that is where we're going to move to. Let's talk about how you finally get into Forex trading after crypto.
For me, when I start to feel like there's not too much events going in crypto anymore, then I
after
start
the
to
second boom, things pretty much died down.
then I start to feel that there needs to be something else I need to do. Because for me, for Forex before, I would say my perspective on it is that I know it, but I'm not very much interested about it. I'm just like, because crypto, everything is going well and it's the new thing, it's the future, and also I'm someone just not paying attention to it. But when the reaction towards crypto was dying down, then I started now branch into Forex and start to learn more, watch video, do the same thing I do with crypto, like self-learn, try to know more about the industry and what is this, what is that, what is PIP, what is spread, what is broker, all these things, and start to get more knowledge about the industry. That's how I started with Forex.
So what year was it? after COVID,
Yeah.
2021,
Yeah, that was around 2020.
2020,
Yeah.
during the year of
2019
lockdown.
to 2020, like I start to get more knowledge about it, like gaining more knowledge in the market itself. Yeah.
So your first experience with the currency market, does it involve the scene that we already have in Malaysia? I mean, did you get in touch with the local broker, or do you actually learn from the internet?
Actually, for me, before I usually watch, like I think I can watch 5 to 10 YouTube video per day. So most of my knowledge is actually from YouTube. Even for crypto, I get in most of the things I learn is from YouTube. So I prefer, I love reading, but I actually would prefer if it's in a video form, just my own kind of style. So when something is in a video form, then I just like grasp more, get more connected with it. So I actually watch a lot of video, learn it. Oh, what is this? What is that? Because for in this country, it's not like I have anyone directly to go ask. I will appreciate it if I have someone like, oh, I can ask them about this and that, but I still like to go watch as many videos as I can learn, hear from different guys how they say it, and find the common ground. But what is really very important in this thing they are saying, and I should pay my attention in, then I start to learn from there. I'm more focused on researching and learning myself.
It's
Actually.
the new generation of learning.
Yeah.
So pre-COVID era, I think a lot of people relies on physical seminar classes.
Yeah.
There's not much of a content, especially in Malay language, which becomes the barrier for our community to grow back then. But after COVID, of course, people are looking for knowledge and education on YouTube. So a lot of content creator in Malay, they provide education. That's how the scene become bigger eventually in Malaysia right now.
Nice.
So even right now, did you have in contact with any of the community, or you still going solo with your by learning on YouTube?
Oh no.
Okay.
So actually for me, after I started learning, I start to make some loss. Then later on, I start to learn from my mistake on why am I losing and what's so different in this industry that's not in crypto. And sorry,
It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's
sorry,
okay.
my nose is a bit blocked.
You want to drink? Please take a seat first.
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in, all the viewers from both of our platforms, TikTok and YouTube. If you guys do have any questions that you guys want to ask our guest today, Mr. Azeez himself, do write in the comment section below, and I'll try to read it and find a solution to your question. Okay? So Azeez, do proceed.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, after I start making some losses, then I start to like calm down because I want to know why it's going on. It's not like people are not making money from this industry. It's just maybe I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I start to like watch even more YouTube video and listen to different guys, because for me, maybe I feel the guy what is saying maybe is not working. I need to look for another guy to learn from. Then I start to learn that when you learn from different kind of people, it's too much because you're following this guy's strategy, and even when they are saying the same thing, they might be saying the same thing in a way that is going to confuse you. So that is very dangerous because you are trying to learn the same thing and they are confusing you, and sometimes you use it differently. So even if it's the same thing, you are not even doing one thing. It's like you're not here, you're not there kind of idea. So I now start to like follow one guy. So I tried to follow the guy, learn his strategy, then I was able to do okay with it, but not great as him. But I still feel that is not enough. Then later on, I think recently, actually, I found like Malaysian traders, because before for me, I just focus on US trader, foreign trader. I don't really know Forex is this big in Malaysia before. So when I start to learn more about Malaysian trader, then I feel, wow, this is very good because now I can connect with people on a real life activity. Then this is where I start to now look for local mentor that I can learn from, that I like the style. I feel they are doing what is right. Then later on, I got a mentor in Malaysia here to teach me a different strategy in addition to the ones I have learned, and have practiced. So I actually learned from Opa. I don't know if you
Oh,
Faiz,
Faiz.
Faiz
Faiz
Opa.
Opa.
Yeah,
Okay.
so me and my wife, we actually learn. We go to morning class, and also he actually teach us more in Forex, wave trade analysis, the impulse and correction, and other things. Some of the things that I know, but he also explained better and what to learn about the way the market work in itself. But they are quite similar in some sense, but it's actually additional knowledge to what I have. And since then, he has helped my trading a lot, and I get more better and more knowledge. And it's not like I stop there. Also, I try to want to learn anything I don't know, but I don't want to learn too much in a way that I'm learning from here and there. I try to focus on his knowledge. As long as I can do what he can do, I'm okay. And I will try to follow his live trading, follow his Telegram knowledge, because for me, I believe in really learning from what you are learning from, even if it's from another person, but at least you're still learning that same thing. You're trying to master your craft basically, rather than going here and there, learn from this guy, that guy. It's too much already. You try to learn, find one person you like, learn their strategy and master it, because that's how you get great at it. Because there's no different in any other strategy. They are still losing, they are still profiting. Everyone have their own bad day. So that's my own basic mindset towards trading itself.
Because especially for technical analysis,
Yeah.
it's like very complex on its own compared to straightforward crypto or stock market. Especially, they are very much news and fundamental, rely on those kind of two elements. But in currency, we have technical that is more heavy on our price changes, on the movement of the market. So definitely it's going to cause a lot of confusion if you keep changing styles, if you keep changing on technique, on you learn. Of course, the right thing to do is sticking on one, focusing on it, and
Try to
mastering
master
your technique as well.
Yeah.
So, are you purely do trading these days, or you also dive into affiliates or IB? Do you do that?
Maybe in future.
In
Now,
future,
not,
right?
not
Not
yet.
yet.
Yeah, not yet. Now I'm still just focusing on my trade and just do my thing and other business I have, and just solo. But maybe IB, all those kind of thing. Maybe in
In the
future.
future,
Yeah.
you do see it as a prospect in the future.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do, because that you get to even help more people and actually reach to more people by sharing your knowledge and your experience and what you have learned within the market, and your mistakes that they can quickly pass through. Like, they don't need to go through the same thing you have gone through. Since you have gone through it and you have learned, if the person itself is very smart enough and can quickly tell that, oh, you're actually telling them the right thing, or maybe they have seen a pattern like this, then you can quickly direct them into the right way, just like how my own mentor did to me also. Like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Then it's quickly fast paced for me. I can quickly know that I don't need to go and make the same mistake. Even some of my friends now ask them, oh, have you tried this? Then they say, yeah, I've tried this. Then I know I don't need to try it. Because even me, it's like, because some strategy, some people ask you that, oh, I have this strategy, go and back test. But rather than say you want to go back test, why not ask what is the result you get? That already save you a lot of time.
Yes, of course. You just share your results.
Yeah, just share your result. What have you seen here? It's just simple as that. Rather than, oh, I want to go back test this strategy. Those that back test strategy are strategy that hasn't been done before. Is quite more straightforward to do financial industry, because there's people that has been OG 10 years in the industry, 15 years in the industry. If you can get people like that to share their knowledge with you, and you're someone that you listen, someone tell you something, you listen, and you somehow pay trust on that person credibility, then why waste your time with something that you want to try and or you don't have time for that? Just move on with what is working and just master that. And once you master it, you start to see some result, and you start to see some changes, rather than trying to be the genius or trying to, oh, I want to
Gatekeep
back.
the
Yeah,
knowledge
you don't need that. It's like if you have a father and he has gone through something and he has told you, oh, kid, don't do this, kid, don't do that, and you can see that I think it's quite right. I don't need to waste time with my this and that. Why not I proceed with this one that is already working, and you try to master it? That already give you a good edge in the market. You are doing something that has proven to have worked, and maybe you don't get it now. You don't know how to do it yet, but the more you start to practice more with it, then you get better at it. You start to know, oh, this one I missed last time, I'm not going to miss it now. And he has told me this, okay, why not I do it like this? Then
Yes.
you start to see new result, new attraction to what you're doing.
So you also do your trade with your wife, right?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you have any like friends also in your trading circle, or it's just the two of you?
Just the two of us.
Just the two of you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So far it's going great.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Or I mean, you're trading.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
a lot of traders that we interviewed before, they did talk about the importance of having your own trading circle in order to check and balance a lot of your trading entries and stuff like that. So, in moving forward, do you think about creating your trading circle, like having groups of friends that trade together?
I would say yeah, but my perspective is I would say it's more focused on mastery. Then if I make a friend in the industry, it's more like we are friends in sharing knowledge and sharing, not like more like trading together or anything, because is trading is still very kind of personal thing that you do, and what the kind of risk I'll take, my friend might not be able to take, or the kind of risk he take, I might not be able to take. But once he have tried something, if he can share with me or his own experience and what I can learn from it can help me, then I'll take that, rather than, let's say, trading together or trying to maybe trade together in a way that is not very daily kind of trading. It's more like we are just like for a event or something like that. I think that should be okay. But for me and my partner, we really trade and we try and share knowledge. So I think maybe I already have that with my partner. This why for a new friend is quite
Yeah, we do also met a lot of spouse and partner in trading as well.
yeah.
We interviewed a lot of them as well.
Oh, nice, nice.
So it's pretty common here, pretty common practice here in Malaysia as well.
Oh, nice.
Alright, maybe we can interview your spouse in the
Yeah.
future.
I think she'll be interested. Are you interested to be interviewed? CTC, Joey. Let's go.
So what's your favorite instrument for now in currency trading?
For now, my favorite is GBP AUD.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty rare.
Yeah, it's
actually.
pretty rare.
But
Yeah.
any reasons for that?
Number one is like you get to catch a lot of peeps like you are doing with GJ, but you get to eliminate a lot of manipulation like you see in GJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get my idea.
Yeah,
Because
I understand.
AUD economy is not very like volatile like the Japanese. So when you're trading GJ, is for me, my experience so far is like similar to gold. It's like even if you're going to get some pullback, it's going to be more like a deep pullback, and that can really stop you out if you're not careful or you don't have reasonable stop loss or all this kind of thing. But for GAUD, it's like more straightforward. It's not like you don't see too many spike like you will see in GJ. So it's like if I want to trade something very volatile, I go just directly to gold, rather than maybe just stay in the middle like trying to trade GJ. I try to trade GBP AUD or gold, so I just go for those two. So I'm okay with those
I
two.
go with us.
Yeah, I trade gold
but
also.
you're a true Malaysian if you like to trade gold. when I go to event or any gathering for traders, I ask them what kind of instruments are your favorite. They definitely answer gold. Majority, 99% of them trade gold. I think Malaysians just love gold.
Yeah, they just love gold. They love gold like no joke.
We have a comment from Faris. He say GBP AUD looking for buy. Do you agree on that right now?
No.
We have a contradiction over here, guys.
It's so obvious. It's like so, but I don't know. Maybe they are trying to scalp. For me, I'm more of a day trader. I don't like to scalp because
It's too fast, right?
Yeah. So it's not just too far. I think it's not too credible. That's the thing. When you're trading something that is not too credible and not too reliable, your chances of failing is even higher now than what you have before. If you are day trading, I feel you will give enough time for the market to do its thing. When you are scalping is like you're just getting out. Sure, it's good, but in the long run, I don't think you'll be doing okay. Like
it gives a lot of stress as well.
yeah,
Because you have that very small window of time, and you're risking a lot of capital.
yeah. When you day trade, you focus on 1 hour and the 4 hours market. You give you more time to think. Even some trade, I may enter and just be chilling, and I'll just think about it. I see some pattern, maybe I ignore it. Then I go back, I see, oh, nicely, okay, I mark this thing again. Maybe I see some reaction, and I can even just get out and just wait and see more nice pattern. It gives you more time to think. It's just like you're running a business. You don't want to be making decision every second, every minute, every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes. That's too much. You want to give yourself to make good decision, and your chances of winning is now even more better. So I think that's good. Even in long run, maybe I'll get to swing. Yeah,
that's eventually the goal of everything. You know,
because
entry today, next week we're gonna
the TP next weekend. During that time, you are just enjoying and just feeling. It's not like every time you're on the chart, the next 15 minutes you are looking for a new setup. Next 15 minutes, a new setup is like. I maybe entry of 15 minutes, but that should not be what you're trading, because it's too fast paced, and you don't want to be doing something that is going to end up being too stressful for you, because we are human beings, we get emotional naturally. So when you're doing something that, or maybe you fail, and you just win one time, then you somehow still feel you're not a winner. But once you're doing something that you know that, okay, I do my analysis and I wait enough time to see where the market is going, and maybe you lose today, but at least you know why I lose, and you know that, okay, I was wrong because of this and that. Then that gives you a new hedge and a better opportunity for your next trade. But when you keep getting out, I don't really think that's a better way to trade.
Yes, of course. Even for regular jobs, on your 9 to 5 jobs, there's no such thing as you're gonna do that. Kind of intense frequency, right?
Yeah, and we learned that eventually those are not the ones that is making the most of the money also, right?
We're trading to basically run away from that typical 9 to 5 job. Why are we going
back
onto that direction?
Yeah. It's like you end up getting yourself into something that you run from in the past. So it's like you're actually not going anywhere. You're actually not improving also. You are still doing the same thing, but in a different industry and different market. And you know that wasn't working in the past. So why do you think it's going to go great for you now in this new thing you are doing? You have to change that basically. Yeah.
But to those to our viewers and audience who are actually scalper, there's no offense.
Yeah, no offense.
You can keep doing what you guys
do. What you like.
If you do best, keep doing it. It's not our style for right now, but we do understand if that is your way of trading. No judgment here. Keep profiting from whatever you're doing, whatever style that you guys are using for trading, okay?
Yeah.
So Azeez, we didn't realize that time is already an hour and 30 minutes, almost an hour and 30 minutes. So let's move to the end of the segment. Okay. So first of all, can you share any tips especially for the newbie, the beginners in the currency trading scene?
Yeah. I think for me, one of the tips I would appreciate when I first started to trade in general, or starting to trade, let's say currency for example, is avoiding news.
Oh, that's a good one.
Avoiding news. It's very important you avoid news, and for news, actually news is very straightforward to trade in some sense. If you are very good at your technical analysis, or most of the time you're already in profit in some trade, it's actually that's when you let news do the rest for you. That's my own perspective on this. When I'm in a trade and there's a news coming in and my news is going well, my trade is going well, then I know the news is going to actually help me make more profit within that time. And maybe for newbie, when they don't understand that, they try to trade news, and news is very manipulative because the accumulation part will confuse you. The accumulation, it may be going up, but the accumulation, market maker may drag it down just to get in at a better price before you boom. But if you are a newbie and you haven't had this kind of experience before, you start to buy it and suddenly you see yourself start to sell. So it's like it's very manipulative. And if you are a newbie, it's very important that you try to trade less, not trade more, because when you trade less, you are watching the market and keeping track of the market and learning more about the market, even when you're not risking your own money or you're not getting yourself into the trade. You're just plain watching, plain learning, plain just observation first. Then I feel that's very good. And another tips I can give to a newbie is they need to really be prepared to take time. This thing really take time. You need
It's
to
not
be,
like a quick cash. kind of
yeah,
thing,
you cannot go and lose your job tomorrow and want to start making money from
I'm
trading.
quitting my job today. I'm going to start
No,
learning
no,
trade
no, no.
tomorrow. That's how it
The
works.
best place is that when your job is doing so well, you're making enough money, good money, and you are okay. That's when you get into trading.
Yes,
Because then you don't put pressure on the market, because then you don't feel the market owe you money, or you don't trade in a way that you feel like I want to make money the next day, the next time. You're going to lose a lot, right? No joke. So it's like you have to be prepared to give it time. And when things are going to good, that's when it's more fun to trade, because even if you lose, you don't feel stressed. You understand that, oh, today I do this mistake, I lose this much, and I know what I'm going to lose even before I get into the trade. Then there's no room for stress, there's no room for complaint, there's no room for you to be like thinking maybe it's your technical analysis, start doubting yourself and all those kind of things. You won't do that, because you already know what you're getting to, and you already know what you should be expecting, even if things didn't turn out the way you want it to be. So I think keep it cool is like a good way to start, actually.
Of course, there are also people who had experience where they jump head in like into the scene, and they experience like 2 to 3 years of hardship, and eventually they get into success. But that's not like a healthy
No.
career that you should be doing. Like this is like legendary stories from 1 or 2 person.
Yeah.
Do not follow it.
Don't-
Just don't go into that direction.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Not everybody can go through the same thing like
Yeah.
Warren Buffett go through,
No,
Bill Gates go
no,
through.
no.
Take it at your own pace, and let's create a healthy environment for our trading community, especially.
Yeah.
Right, for Azeez as well, what is your future planning? Maybe your future projects that you can share with us?
You mean on crypto or forex? I think for me, for forex, maybe I'll be moving towards teaching, because for me, even when I first want to learn from my mentor, he actually asked me this question, that why you want to trade, like why you want to basically learn this thing and be more better and all this kind of thing. I said, okay. Actually, if you ask me personally, one of the reasons why I want to get in is even to help other people. Basically, it's like, because from the country I am, I feel a lot of people will need these skills, and the way is very auto. You can do everything from your phone. You don't need to go through the daily shit before you can make money. So for me, maybe I'll move towards really helping people with trading and just sharing my knowledge and experience any way I can help. Because I know that will change my country life. And with this kind of finance industry, especially with forex, the economic factor will be very good for the country itself. And it's like an additional way for my own kind of people to make money, which I feel is very good. So I think that will be my direction in the near future, basically. Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that as well.
Yeah.
Azeez as an instructor, as a teacher, as an educator.
Yeah.
If you have any future events, maybe one day you're going to launch your own classes.
Yeah, maybe
let
my
us
own
know.
podcast, like me talking.
Do
Also-
let us know to invite us. We'll be more than happy.
yeah, I'd love to.
Thanks for you guys.
Sure, I'd love to.
Alright, so last but not least, do you have anything else? Anything else you want to say to any kind of I would say speech? What we call it as a anything else you want to add on into this segment before we close it?
I'll say, in short, basically in any financial industry, people need to understand that it's not a get rich quick kind of industry. You have to come in and be very careful and be prepared to lose, or prepared to get in in the time that you are not desperate, because when you're desperate you make kind of this emotional decision and you do things that you are not prepared to do, which is not good for you. So whichever industry in general, especially when it comes to financial industry, you need to understand that it's a industry that is engaging with money, and when there's money there might be some kind of manipulation or other things that other people can do to get you to lose your money. So you have to be very careful, be prepared to lose what you can lose. Don't come in trying to think you want to outsmart the market, or you want to cheat the market, or you want to take a lot of money from the market, or you have seen people take a lot of money from the market. You have to know there's a price to pay, and you have to be calm about it. Even if you want to make a lot of money from the market, which I understand everyone's purpose is to get involved, you have to give it time. It takes time. You have to be serious about it, and you have to learn as much as you can learn, because when you learn, at least you know what is going on. You just don't put in your money into something you don't even know anything about, or because someone say, or you get a bit of knowledge and you start to feel arrogant and you feel like you know a lot. No, you have to be very careful, be prepared, and be ready. As long as you start to put in those daily activity and daily consistency and daily commitment and seriousness, you will start to see a bit of change. Even if it's not extreme crazy change or extreme good, you will start to see some positive result basically. So I think in short, you just need to be careful, be patient, and be prepared to like make as much as you can. As long as you can go with all these simple basics, then I feel you have a chance. No matter what kind of knowledge or what kind of background you come from, there's an opportunity for everyone.
No matter if it's crypto or currency or stock market.
As long as it's forex, actually, as long as it's finance, actually they are quite similar in some sense. It's just learning about in stock, what is this, in forex, what is that, in crypto, what is this, what is that. Once you learn that, then you start to play the game how it's being played to make money. So, like, in short, it's just like that.
So I guess that's a very good summary of what our sharing session today has been. So thank you so much, Azeez, for coming to our studio all the way from KL. I hope you like your stay here to our segment. And thank you everyone as well, our viewers, our audience, for tuning in tonight. Of course, we're gonna have the same segment next week with a different guest, with different story, a different experience to share with you guys. So I guess have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys next week for our next segment. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you. Bye.